Get like a table here with like beers or something.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
yeah, you gotta get the table, get some sponsor, get the Saratogas up. All right, let's do this.
We're already recording.
Yo, what up, everybody? It's Shiesty. We're here with another Shiesty Discussions, and today I'm here with my boy,
DotDaEngineer.
Yes, sir, man. Let's do this. Okay, man, we're about to do a Shiesty Discussion. My boy, Don Frost, behind the camera, he's gonna be asking us a bunch of questions. We're gonna talk to Dot about some music stuff. We're gonna get into entertainment. Let's do it.
Go for it. Let's get it.
Okay, let's start off with the story. We're gonna start off with, what is your craziest tour experience?
I don't know if I can say it on camera.
Give us the PG version.
Oh, man.
Censor out.
You guys got me with the hard ones. I'm not trying to, expose no mans, you know what I mean? I guess I'm going to say it on my end, and I'm not going to go all out, but basically, I was on shrooms every day, like gram of shrooms.
Yeah.
Every single day, plus obviously weed and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just crazy. And we drove through the whole West Coast, all the way up to like Winnipeg, from Vancouver to Winnipeg.
Where'd you start?
Vancouver.
You went all the way to Winnipeg?
Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton.
You were just off the shits the whole time.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna say I was in shrooms driving. I was driving. I wasn't doing that. No. The actual shows, I was definitely.
When you look into the crowd and you're just off the shits, what do you think about? Are you focused on I gotta do my job correctly? Or are you like, holy shit, this is?
I think it's a different experience. It's definitely a lot of fun when the crowd is reacting and everybody's having fun and just the energy in the place is right. If I'm a little bit high, I'm just trying to like help the artists out. Mm-hmm. The artists are doing their thing. I'm doing my thing in the back, and I'm just trying to control the show as much as I can on my end and hope not to fuck up anything,
Yeah. So. Has there ever been a time where someone's like tried to like touch the decks or try to do something to mess with what you're doing? How do you handle it?
One time, what venue was it? It might have been Kitchener. No, was it Kitchener?
It would be Kitchener.
It might have been Kitchener. It was either Kitchener or Calgary. Either or. I don't remember. One of those. No, actually, it wasn't Calgary because Calgary had a crazy setup. They had like one of the best sounding venues. Kitchener, they had the sub under the floor, like under the stage. Mm-hmm. So everything was rattling.
Shit.
So my laptop is like every single bass hit, my laptop is like moving to the side. And I'm trying to grip it. I'm trying to control everything. And then it was like, guys on the side and everything. I wouldn't say like, yeah, there was situations where guys were trying to like touch stuff and all that, or like there's like 20 random guys on the stage, but usually when I'm doing the show, I just tell everybody else to like, or at least not be behind me, because I need my space.
But if someone try to touch your shit, you're like, yo, stop touching my shit.
Yeah, like don't touch my, like, bro,
you keep
don't
it cool, or?
Yeah, I'm not trying to be aggressive unless somebody's like acting a fool.
Yeah.
But usually I'm trying to be polite and be like, yo, can you like give me some space, because I need space.
For sure. Has anyone ever acted a fool and you've had to like?
Not really. Not yet, luckily.
Hopefully it stays that way, bro.
Hopefully.
Touring is crazy, for real, bro.
Yeah, it's fun. I think there's definitely cool things about it. Just the experience of touring and doing shows and all that. It's fun. Sometimes, sometimes it's tiring, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Which tour did you feel most like exhausted after doing? Which artists were you with?
I was with Anders.
The Anders tour?
Yeah, that was definitely the most fun tour. I'm doing another one later on this year with B-Rob. That's in Europe.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if I was exhausted. It's kind of like, we were doing the shows, but we were having fun. It's kind of vacation, but we're working. Mm-hmm. So, I was back here. The next day I was back in the studio. So I don't know if I can say I was exhausted.
Right back to it. You're the kind of guy to get right back to it.
Yeah, I'm doing something that I love, so it doesn't feel like I work. It's not I have to drag myself out of the bed to be in the office. For me, it's like I wake up excited. I'm like, I want to be in the studio, So it's like I finish at the studio, I wake up, go to the gym, do my thing, cold plunge, sauna, and all that stuff, and I'm back at it again,
There's a routine, bro.
Yeah, every day.
That's what it is. Y'all get your routine, you might end up
one of the most important things in life.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's move on into the next question. Would you rather have unlimited budget control or full control but zero budget?
Ooh. Ooh, that's a tough question. Unlimited budget, but hold up.
You gotta finance it by yourself, bro.
Honestly, in the ideal world, I would say unlimited budget. But with the way how my life was, I started things with no budget and I had unlimited control. So I would go with unlimited. With no budget and unlimited control. Because if you're creative, you can make this shit work. If you have all the money in the world, but people control how you can do things, what you can do, what you cannot, is like
you'll get mad at the end of the day, right?
That's one thing, but I think it's just gonna stop the process, or it's gonna like slow it down. So I'd rather have all the control over things and just figure it out as I go.
That makes sense, bro. Imagine it's like the label or whoever giving you the budget says, yeah, we want to put Drake on this song, and it don't even sound like a Drake type song. You're messing with my vision, bro.
It's a tricky question. in a sense, but I think if you're creative enough, if you're smart with the way how you play the game, it's definitely much easier to do things without the budget. And like so many people did it without budgets, you know what I mean, before. So it's like everything is possible. You just got to put your mind in it and get to it, you know.
How much do you really need to make like a good project if you have no budget and you're trying to make something like deliverable?
I mean, what the thing is that, you know, there are songs that were probably done with less than $1,000 and have like, I've done songs that the budget for the records was probably $500 or less, and they are sitting at like 80 million streams.
Jesus. Can you tell us what song that was?
Yeah, I think that was Ali's Can't Lie.
Hell yeah, bro.
I think it's sitting around 80 million. And he did it like before he even like blew up and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It was just like a session budget, like hourly budget. Just put the song together, mix it, and you know, it is what it is right now.
Hell yeah, man.
So,
Ali Gatti, bro. Y'all check out the song Can't Lie. Can't Lie?
I think it's Can't Lie.
It's up here.
Okay. Let's entertainment question for both of you. If you were sent back in time with a fully charged iPhone, do you think you could take over the world?
Is it just a one charge? Like
No, unlimited charge.
You got a charger.
Let's say unlimited charge.
How far?
You don't have a charger, but it's unlimited.
How
charge.
far in time are we going?
1650.
1650?
Yeah.
Number one thing, that wouldn't do shit, bro. You wouldn't survive. iPhone or any type of technology, they would look at you as like you're a witch. Done.
I don't think I would have like it would have been too soon.
I don't think there's anything in 1650 in Canada, bro.
Oh shit, Canada's not discovered in 1650?
Yeah, it's like nothing here, bro.
Shit, okay, so yo, let's say we start in like Europe or whatever. Can I take over the world? Hell yeah, bro. I just start playing the tracks I have and like start putting people in chances. Or yo, you know what? I'll find people who play instruments, all that, and I'll be like, yo, play this song. It's gonna be a hit. I'll make all the good music before it's even out. I'll make all the hits. Bro, Justin Bieber's Baby.
I don't think there was music industry back then, fam.
Yo, I'm gonna make it. Who started the music industry, bro? Like, we know who's really at the top, all right? Them guys. But what if I beat them there? There's that one group who made all those entertainment things. Like, they made the casinos, the strip clubs, like everything. True. Them dudes own everything.
Diddy.
But if I got there, what?
Diddy.
Diddy?
You'd be the Diddy of...
I would never be Diddy. I would never be Diddy. Yeah, what's it called? I take an iPhone and I would just start recreating as much music as I can, and I make it happen, bro. I'd run the music industry. That's how I'd do it. What would you do?
Man, I mean, 1650.
Let's say 1800.
Okay, 1800.
After America's discovery.
At least 1800. There's some type of electricity going on, so it's like we're getting closer to something. I think the first recording was done around 1870 something, but these guys used like a wax cylinders. That was like the first recordings that these guys were doing. So you know, we far away from the digital era.
Would you be an engineer in 1860, or you trying to take over the world?
Honestly, it's like I'm looking at it. I don't even think about music when it comes to taking over the world. I'm thinking about the industries that could be created. I think with you have an iPhone, or I have an iPhone, but there's no internet. So it's like, I feel like the biggest advantage of having a phone is the internet.
Yeah, bro. What's my
Chat
iPhone?
GPT and all that.
Yeah.
You know, you need that. So
what good is my phone without data?
Yeah, but I think if I know everything that I know right now and I'm going back to that time, I don't even think I need an iPhone. I would like do something and make it work regardless, you know, with all the information that I already have.
No, that makes sense. There's no way. You send me back in time, bro. You're not catching me lacking. I'm going to make something crazy. I'll just start making Juice WRLD songs. I'll make Lucid Dreams first. Jared Higgins too.
I don't know. I'm gonna open like some diamond mines or something.
Shit, man. Why didn't I think of that?
I'm gonna create a candy. I would like go into food. I would start making stuff that people haven't done yet. Some candy, this and that. I would open like the biggest candy chain.
That's smart. That's smart.
Stuff like that, you know. I'll just like figure out the way.
Just saw hella taffy, bro. Taffy was going crazy back then too.
Right? Hopefully, I wouldn't catch any type of diseases. These guys have
what they got? They got like.
Oh, they had a whole bunch of shit.
They had polio and shit back then.
But we going back with all the vaccination except of COVID.
Yeah.
Except the COVID.
Except the COVID. Yeah, no cap.
Okay. We moving on. Another entertainment question: would you rather be stuck in a haunted house with your top 3 worst clients, or be locked in a mall with 1,000 pigeons?
Pigeons?
Pigeons.
You guys a Pinch Mall too. Let's say you're at like Jane and Finch Mall with like 1,000 pigeons. How many pigeons?
Your worst clients are looking like hunting you.
Oh, so it's a ghost of my worst clients. Or
yeah,
what do you mean?
3 worst clients. Like the 3 clients you just hated working with the most. If they're your worst clients, you're probably not working with them.
Turn up the reverb.
Yeah.
Turn up the reverb. Turn up the reverb. I mean, man, what are the pigeons are supposed to be doing anyway?
They're just doing their thing, but they're gonna be shitting.
Oh, like they shitting on me.
Get hungry, everything.
Yo, fuck it. Change the question to the geese.
Oh, geese? Geese are definitely more aggressive. I mean, look. I think I'll go with the haunted house. I like watching all the haunted videos and all that stuff. Like that's every night. That's what I watch.
Well,
So.
damn.
So I think I would probably go with that.
Would you run away from them or would you like hunt them back?
I mean, I can't see them. I think in those type of scenarios, as long as it's not a demon, I think you can kind of figure things out.
Yo, there's just your 3 worst clients chasing you down to add more reverb, bro.
It wouldn't really be chasing me down. They would be just like whispering in my ear, you know? More reverb. Add the delay here. Or add the delay. No, actually, can we remove it? Yo, can we go back to mix 3? Can we actually change it to mix 5?
You have like nightmares about this?
Not really. I mean, every now and then I do have dreams that I'm like back to work and I'm just working on the mixer or something. But yeah, did I have bad experiences with certain clients? Yes. But at the end of the day, look, everybody got their own thing, how they hear stuff. I'm just trying to cater to whatever they hear.
Yeah.
If I cannot provide what they want, on to the next one. No hard feelings, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, right?
Yeah.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. You're taking the clients over the pigeons or the geese?
Yeah, why am I gonna deal with like shit flying from the ceiling? on my
No,
head,
bro, I can't deal with these geese, bro. I'll probably take the clients too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's probably the right
Makes
option.
more sense.
Okay, next question, Dot.
Yo.
How has the music industry changed in Toronto since you started?
Since I started, man, that's a big one. I was doing this forever and ever. Obviously, I would say on the level that I am right now, or like full time, I'm running the studio, doing my thing, and all. It's been a decade, but I've been doing music even before that. I came to Canada in 2006. I was doing music in 2007 already, but like I started being around, going to places, meeting people, and all that around like 2008 and all that onwards.
Okay.
The music definitely changed a lot. I would say the quality of music is probably the highest it ever has been when it comes to just pure talent and quality of music, what the city can produce.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the biggest hype that the city had was obviously like 2015, 16, 17.
That was an era, bro.
That's like a very different era. The vibes were there and all that. The music quality was good for the times that we had. But again, just speaking from my perspective and the people that I was working with at the time and, you know, all that stuff, it's like we were just having fun trying to figure things out. Things weren't necessarily always perfect, but they had the vibe and things were just fun, you know what I mean? Where right now I feel like, especially on my end, I know so much more. I'm much more technical and stuff. So on the technicality side, I'm definitely much better, but the technical side sometimes takes away the fun because I'm trying to analyze too much, where back then I'm just going with the feeling, you know? So
yeah.
So it's a little bit different thing, but music in Toronto definitely changed a lot. But hey, we've had a lot of talent. We still have a lot of talent. There's always new faces, new people on the horizon. So I think, you know, there's a lot of potential in the city. Hopefully the infrastructure on top of the city can enhance a little bit more so people have more opportunities. They have more chances. I feel like everything is kind of,
man, you know Toronto, bro. We ain't getting that for a minute, bro.
It's like once you hit certain level, or like you hit certain point, it's very hard for you to go over it because one, there's either no opportunities, or it's like you have to convince people they can do things or do whatever, blah blah blah. Toronto is Toronto. We not LA, we not New York, we not Atlanta, we Toronto. So it's like we got challenges that we have to face and you know, things that we got to do. But at the end of the day, look, people are making music. They're gonna be making music. So I think if we're just gonna push a little bit more, and again, there's a lot of talent, bro. A lot of, you know, big artists that came from the city in the past.
This shit happened in front of your eyes.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
right?
100%.
You seen the whole weekend. You seen him go up, right?
Yeah, 100%.
That's
like,
crazy.
The Weeknd, Drake, Tory.
They don't know about the lore, bro. You seen Tory come up too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Shit,
for sure.
do your research, man. This guy seen it.
Yeah, so it's like seeing all those things is definitely I think it should be inspiration for people, but again, I come from a little bit different era, so for me, I've witnessed those things. Like I was there looking at those things happening, right? So it's like
live.
Going from this to this, I'm like, oh man, we've came a long way, you know? But the younger generation is like, they kind of already seen, they were kind of brought up to what we already had.
Yeah.
Right now we need to have new people that go through that journey and elevate it to the next level so people can stay inspired and they can believe in themselves. I think like that's the biggest difference. A couple of years ago, like 15, 16, 17, when a lot of things were like on the come up, people were much more inspired because everybody felt like I can be the next one. I can do it. Exactly.
It just happened.
It was fresh.
Yeah.
Right now it's like everything is not in the same place. Things are a little, I wouldn't say slower, but things are not as hot. So the newer generation, when they looking at things, they don't have the same, I wouldn't say inspiration, but the same
energy.
The energy. It's like they don't see things happening in front of their eyes, right?
Someone's got to make it happen, right? Y'all go make it happen for yourselves.
For sure.
Okay. We need just a discussion between you guys. How do you guys feel about Britney Griner being traded for the Merchant of Death?
Oh, what?
Griner. Is that?
From years ago, the WNBA.
Oh, yeah, the Russian thing.
Oh shit!
For a second, I was like,
Yo!
who's the merchant of death? I'm like, who has a nickname in the WNBA like that?
You know what's crazy, bro? I remember when this happened, and I actually had the conversation about this trade with you.
Yeah, in the lounge.
Yeah, in the lounge.
I remember we were smoking and talking about it. I remember that.
Yo, how did you feel about that?
I mean, man, look, I feel like there's a lot of whatever political agenda is going on in the back. There's a lot of things that we don't understand, and probably I don't even want to think about what is behind it. I don't care. I would say like this. Before this election, all my feed was politics, this and that.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't give a fuck. I was much happier when I did not care about
I'm
politics.
telling you, bro, if this shit don't affect me, I don't care about it.
Exactly. So I don't really have any specific feeling about it. I mean, hey, good for her. She's home. She can, be with her, I guess, wife or whatever, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, man. I don't even know. On the scale of value, is Britney, Griner, whatever her name is, as valuable as a merchant? And that's the guy that was selling the arms, right? The guns and stuff, right?
He was going crazy with it.
Is that the same guy that Nicolas Cage was playing in the movie, what was the name of that movie? Lord of War, I think it was called. One of the best movies, Nicolas Cage's movie.
Nick Cage, I can't fuck with Nick Cage, bro. I hate watching him, bro.
Oh, bro.
Really?
No, man. I love Nick
You
Cage.
love Nick Cage? I'm
Bro,
sorry.
Nicolas
bro.
Cage is the sickest actor. What do you mean, bro?
Yo, I just sometimes his facial expressions, bro. Sometimes
No, he's a little bit extreme, but he's look, Nicolas Cage, bro, is like everybody that don't appreciate. No, I can't even say. I would say watch Mandy, but like only certain people gonna appreciate.
I've
that
heard
movie.
about Mandy. Is it Mandy's considered a classic, right?
It's like a C-class movie, bro. The thing is, like, what I like about Mandy, and we going completely off topic. I don't know how we went from this to Nicolas Cage.
Shit,
but
man.
It's
Shiesty
fine.
discussion.
I think the budget for that movie was $1 million, and they made it look like it's like a $40 million, $50 million budget movie. You know what I mean? So again, what I like Nicolas Cage for, what I fuck with Nicolas Cage for, he's not afraid to take a role. He doesn't look at, oh, they don't pay me enough, this and that and that. He's like, if that's something that he's interested in, he's gonna play.
You gotta just want to do it, right?
I just like him as a character. He's such a fucking weird guy, bro.
Okay, yeah. If you like weird actors and you like
Yeah.
that, then yeah, I can see how you fuck with that.
Okay, we'll wrap it up with one last question. Just for you, Dot.
Yeah.
If you could give your 18-year-old self advice, what would you say?
My 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Fucking buy Bitcoin, bro.
If your 18-year-old self bought the Bitcoin, would you think you'd still be doing this?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
be just like on a whole nother level. But I think from a perspective of what I wanted to do, following my dream, I think I've done everything that I should have done. Maybe I could have done a little bit more, or maybe take a little bit different decisions here and there. But I would say just stay focused. Definitely buy Bitcoin. Buy Nvidia, 100%. Whatever boomed in the past like 10 years, 20 years.
Bet
you know?
on this and team.
Yeah.
Just get your money up.
Oh yeah,
bro.
100. Imagine you put like $10,000 in Nvidia or like in Bitcoin.
Even in Apple or something, bro, you be caking
Yeah,
regardless.
100%.
Like you're up.
That's on the financial side, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But everything else is just don't get sidetracked. Don't get sidetracked by shorties for sure.
That's a
You know?
career killer, bro.
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard people dub a shorty as a career killer.
You know what? Yes, I would say like this. As much of a weakness I have for women, I always know how to control myself. I know when it's time to leave, it's time to leave. When it's time to leave the room, you gotta leave the room, you know what I mean? Because you just gotta understand. But I've seen a lot of guys, talented guys, I would say careers were literally destroyed by women.
I've seen that. Not to name them, but hats
Tory.
off to you boys.
Tory Lanez?
Tory Lane.
Yeah, but
Free Tory.
free Tory for sure. But again, it's like that's
He
a
just
tough
wasn't
situation.
snitching, bro. That's what it came down to. If he decided to be a snitch, he'd be free today.
If you deal with the toxic women, bro, you're gonna end up in a toxic environment. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? There's no getting away from that.
Yeah,
you know?
man. It's just
So-
you get put in that position. Pause. You get stuck in that position.
Yeah,
Pause.
it is what it is.
Man, you know how it is. I just had a crazy discussion with my boy. The engineer, man. You know how it is, bro. We're here at Yumi Studio 334. Come book a session. Come get your songs mixed, mastered. You know what it is, man. Thanks for the conversation.
You know, bro.
You know what it is.
Appreciate you.
Woo. Yo, I had to cough towards the end. I tell.